UFC 326 Holloway vs. Oliveira just concluded, and I'm going to give you my recap over the entire card. I went 11-1 this week. What did I tell you? I got a mind for this type of thing. I had one parlay hit for $1,200, so you know what can I say? That's damn near generational wealth. We getting out of the trenches. You know what I mean? It was an alright card. There were definitely some questionable decisions on here, but you know it is what it is. Shit's gonna happen. They went my way, so I'm not too angry about them this go around. Let's get right into it. Early prelim opener of Luke Fernandez and Rodolfo Bellato. This is the one I got wrong. I had Luke Fernandez winning. He was winning, in my opinion, until he got clipped and put down. But he didn't really look super good. He was kind of walking around, chin up, kind of just ready to get clipped and put down. But I mean, he was hitting Bellato. Bellato was bleeding from the nose. He was jabbing him up pretty solid. He kept cracking him with a right hook, I believe. Maybe it was a left over Bellato's jab. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, I got this one wrong. Had Fernandez winning. Bellato clipped him, put him down in the first. Fernandez kind of just shelled up into the fetal position. I definitely see potential in Fernandez, but Bellato got this one done. Next up, going on my run, we got Tobias versus Dayar Nergoize. I had Dayar getting this one done. He did. He got dumped pretty bad in the second round, I believe. Yeah, he got clipped in the second, got put down, and then Tobias jumped on him, and Nergoize got a pretty decent reversal on him. But yeah, it was kind of a sloppy decision. Not a whole lot to go off of in this fight, but yeah. Dayar got this one done. Finally got a win in the UFC. He's now 1-2. He definitely still had the tick, and after 3 fights in the UFC, DC and Joe Rogan are still trying to figure out why he's touching his eye. But he was touching his eye, and it was kind of weird. Excuse me. He was touching his eye, and it looked kind of weird. But you know, if you knew he had the tick, then it was like, all right, you know, whatever. But he got this one done by decision. Bit of a boring, sloppy decision, but he got it done. Tobias didn't really look good. He's young. I think he's like 22, so he definitely could come back from this fight. He definitely could improve and become somewhat of a force to reckon with. He does have a solid ground game, I believe. But yeah, Dayar got this one done by decision. Next up, Sumadirci versus Jesus Aguilar. Jesus was just too small. Sumadirci just, you know, he really did just kind of stay on the outside and point fight this one. All credit to Jesus. He was trying. You know, he was throwing just these big overhands, big looping shots, trying to catch Sumadirci. And in the third round, he might have caught him a couple of times, if I remember correctly. But just couldn't get it done. Couldn't get past Sumadirci's range. Couldn't get inside of his arms there. He's got quite the reach on him. Yeah, Sumadirci got this one done. On to the prelims. Yam Jargle versus Cody Durden. Yam Jargle pretty well wrestle fucked him. That's all there is to it. Durden couldn't really do anything but reverse position, and it was like it looked like two guys just kind of playing leapfrog out on the mat. It looked like when two high school wrestlers are from the same team and they have to wrestle each other and they're like, oh, let's just have a fun match, and they just go out there and just like take each other down, take each other down, take each other down. They weren't taking each other down, but they were just reversing each other, taking each other's back, and then they would be too high, get, shook off. The other one would get into a good position, get into the guard, flip it, get onto, Yam Jargle would take Durden's back. Durden would, grab his arm, get up, do some shakes, pop him off his back, flip it, take Yam Jargle's back, and just vice versa. That's all they were doing. But other than that, Durden couldn't do anything. Couldn't do damage. Yam Jargle got a little bit more damage. His shots had a little bit more oomph to them, I guess. But yeah, I mean, not a whole lot in this fight. Kind of just a boring wrestling. It wasn't like super boring, but it wasn't like oh man, if I'm gonna introduce my friends to UFC, I'm not gonna show them this fight, But chose Yam Jargle to get it done, and he got it done. On to the next. Alberto Montez versus Ricky Turcios. Montez has a nasty anaconda choke. I'm not sure what he did different on it that they were talking about. But man, that was a nasty choke by Alberto there. He pretty well just put it to Ricky Turcios. Belt straight to ass. For real. Ricky couldn't really do anything on the feet, and then he would try and grapple and just get shut down. Montez would just outclass him on the feet. Ricky would shoot, wouldn't get the takedown, and then finally in the second round, Montez locked up the anaconda choke that he is known for, and got it done by sub. I chose him to win. This was his debut. It was a hell of a debut. I'm not sure if he called anyone out. I can't remember on this one. But great debut by Montez. Ilya Aptoro. Looks a lot like that little fella. But I mean, solid fight. Turcios just couldn't hang with him. Next up. Wow. UFC middleweights, huh? This is, used to be a great division. Dante Johnson got this one done by split decision. Neither of these guys are UFC caliber, in my opinion. Cody Brundage is now 11-9 and 1, maybe. Dante Johnson's 8-0. I don't know who the hell he's been fighting. This was a terrible performance. Terrible fight. If you're 7-0, you should not be taking Cody Brundage to a split decision. I mean, fair play to Cody Brundage. He took a 7-0 prospect to split decision. He should have been just absolutely dog walked in the first round. But he didn't. And he did give up. He did give up in this fight. But he didn't, he didn't get finished. He didn't give up during the fight in a way that would allow himself to get finished. He kept fighting back. There was moments where he could have just balled up and fell on the ground. And he didn't. But he didn't try to win this fight. Yeah, I think he gets cut. I think he gets cut very soon, and if they don't, I don't know what they're doing with him, what their plan is. Maybe give him to Atiba Gautier or something. I don't know. But yeah, Johnson got this one done. Shitty performance. Yeah, on to the next. Cody Garbrandt about got a nut kick DQ win. All right. I mean it. I think Cody won first round. Let's. Oh wow. Looking at the numbers, it does appear that Zhao Long should have won the first round and the second round. Watching the fight, I felt like Cody won the first round, and then Zhao Long really turned it on in the second and third, but then he lost 2 points. He got 2 points taken away in the third round for nut kicks. The second one was bad, made Cody throw up. That was kind of gross. I thought they were gonna have the camera just on him as he was like, dry heaving like your cat on your fucking floor at 3 a.m. Just in the octagon, just. You don't need to show that on television, Paramount Plus. Please do not, actually. Please do not show that on television. But yeah, Cody allegedly got this one done. And I chose it to happen. So I'm alright with it. But yeah, watching the fight, I truly thought Cody did enough to win the first round. I think he dropped Zhao Long in the first round. I think that's the one where they like tied up and then they broke and he threw a fucking mean elbow and dumped Zhao Long. Immediate recovery, but he definitely dropped him. Legs and knees gave out. And then Zhao Long definitely turned it on. But in the third round, Luke lost 2 points. So, yeah, I don't know. I could see the argument for sure for a robbery here. But, hey, 11-1. 11-1. What? 11-1. Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Cody got this one done. On to the main card. We got RoboCop versus Bruno Ferreira. What did I say? What did I say? I said Rodriguez is going to be the hardest hitter Ferreira has faced. And yeah, sure, he got knocked the hell out in their last fight. In their first fight. RoboCop got flatlined, for sure. First exchange, man. You know what I'm saying? RoboCop just dumps him. and stands over him. Doesn't follow up. Good on him there. Um, what did I say? I knew this was gonna happen. I called it. Uh, yeah, Rodriguez got this one done. First real shot that he landed in that round, and just landed clean. It was a nasty, like, short right up over the top. I believe Ferrero was throwing like a jab or something with his left hand, and RoboCop came up over top with a short right hand, put him down. Didn't feel the need to follow up. Thank you. It was not needed, and it looked way cooler. But just kind of little brothered him, you know? On to the next. On to the next. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? If you would have done my picks over the entire main card, you would have made some solid money. But you didn't, because you had no faith in me. Let's see if that changes. Alright? Drew Dober got this one done by a nasty knockout. Back-to-back nasty knockouts, by the way. It was a solid fight. Michael Johnson definitely could have won this fight at any moment. There is zero doubt in my mind about that. But Drew Dober was just... He's not going to lose this fight. We'll just say that. It was a big overhand left, just right on the chin. And there was one follow-up shot that he came down with, but it kind of glazed right off. It didn't hit square, which was good to see. You don't want anybody taking unnecessary damage. But yeah, Dober got this one done, and woo! I'm on a run. I'm on a run this card. What can I say? What can I say? I told you guys this was going to happen. Who believed in me? Who believed in me? Put it in the comments below. Next up, we had Raul Rosas Jr. I had him by sub. Double chance on DraftKings, though. I had him by sub or decision. So, hey, would have been winning money if old Dante Johnson wasn't just absolute terrible at fighting and got the KO. But he couldn't do that because Cody Brundage, I guess, locked in and finally decided to learn how to fight for this one fight. Back to this fight. He pretty much just wet blanketed Rob Font all fight. There really was not a whole lot of damage done, and it wasn't very entertaining to watch. I've been seeing people post on like Facebook and such. Rosas' fight was trash. This was terrible to watch. I 100% agree. This was not a very fun fight to watch. This is another one where if I was trying to get my buddies to start watching UFC, I would not show them this fight. This is just... It's mixed martial arts, for sure. But do some damage, There's not a whole lot that... There's not a whole lot that you couldn't have done in that fight. You were in positions to try and get subs. You were in positions to land some short elbows right on their on his eyebrows, on his nose. You were in position to maybe throw just a few rabbit shots to his face, to his forehead. Do something, not just lay on top of him like a wet blanket, Dagestani inbred. But yeah, got this one done. Boring decision. But hey, he's young. Just turned 21. Hopefully he gets it figured out. Next up, we got Kyle Barajo versus Rainier de Ritter. I had Barajo getting this one done. He got it done. I had it 1-1 going into the third. I thought Barajo won the first, and then de Ritter won the second. But de Ritter looked tired. His gas tank definitely looked better. He definitely was in better shape than his Brendan Allen fight. But if Barajo would have worked him just a little bit more, it probably would have been the same outcome. I mean, he was breathing heavy during this fight. It was a solid fight. But yeah, not a whole lot to it. De Ritter did outstrike Barajo, but that was mostly in the what was that? Yeah, third round. But yeah, Barajo controlled him more. Again, there's just some weird decisions on this card. I'm not gonna complain too much since it went in my favor, but off principle, there were some weird decisions. Rainier just he did not look world class level. Not saying Barajo is just top of the top, but I wanted to see more from de Ritter. I wanted to see him look better than he did, and he did not. So Barajo got this one done by decision. What did I say? What did I say? Oliveira by decision. I believe I may have said that word for word. Don't fact check me. Or maybe do. Clip it. If this was not a BMF title fight, this would have been a solid fight. I think what people aren't understanding is Max Holloway has outstanding submission defense. I don't think he's ever been subbed. Maybe, but I don't remember him ever being subbed. Obviously that's what Charles was looking for, but it did feel like Charles was content with taking it to a decision. It didn't really feel like he was chasing a finish too hard, but that being said, if it wasn't a BMF fight, it would have been a great fight. I would like to see some more fighting in a BMF fight, some more damage. I get he's looking for a submission for sure. But throw some ground and pound. You got some sharp elbows. You got some you got good hands on the feet. You were at the very end it looked like he might have hurt Max. I feel like he would have stood and thrown with Holloway. He could have gotten the finish. Oliveira is just so strong. He in that first round, that first takedown, he just kind of got him in a body lock with the right arm trapped and just picked him up and just dumped him straight to his back. I was watching the fights with my buddy and we both turned and looked at each other and were like, holy shit. Charles is a big, strong lightweight for sure, and Max just couldn't handle the grappling. But like I said earlier, Holloway has outstanding submission defense, and I didn't really see him getting subbed by Charles. I think I said it was possible. I think I also said that Max Holloway by TKO is possible. But I was the most confident in Charles by decision. I thought this is exactly what he was going to do. You know, he could have stayed on the outside, just kind of not fought. But I feel like he sees this more as a fight, since he's got more of a jiu-jitsu and grappling background. So instead of staying on the feet and just like staying on the outside and not really fighting, he decided to take him down and just again kind of wet blanket him. In the BMF fight, that's not really what you want to see, but I don't think anybody's gonna say Charles isn't a BMF. You know what I mean? He's proven to us that he is a killer in that cage. But it was almost like he had too much respect for Max Holloway to truly chase a finish, to truly just like punish him on the ground when he would get mount or get side control. But I feel like he definitely could have. They announced the White House card during this card. Taporia Gagey, main event. And then Pereira and Gone, co-main. Diego and who is Diego fighting in the opening fight? Steve Garcia. That'll be a banger. But yeah, I mean, that looks like an alright card. I didn't hear if that's the whole card or if that's just main card or what the deal is there. But yeah, UFC 326. I went 11-for-1. If you would have followed my parlays, you would have won $1,200 off one. It was the 3-legger. Dante Johnson screwed me. If you would have gotten a TKO, you would have won a couple $1,000. But it's the way she goes. Luke Fernandez, tuck that chin. Learn how to throw some punches with your chin tucked next time, big guy. But 11-1 on this card. Thank you for watching. This has been Wheezy MMA. I'm Wheezy, and I'm out. Have a good one.